Welcome back to On the Clock. Hope you enjoyed that little throwback intro that Scotty and I spent a week making. You remember that? Like the very first semester we were in here, we spent forever making that intro. And it's like 30 seconds long.
It was a good one, though.
So I didn't feel the need to, do our new intro on top of that intro. So this is the intro.
The timing on that intro, though, was amazing.
It was beautiful.
We set it up
if
perfectly.
you didn't, if you skipped over it, go back and watch it again, and then you'll appreciate it more. And then those for you that are listening just on, Spotify, I'm sorry that you don't get to experience it. Go watch it on YouTube. This one will be on YouTube. But this is the final show. So instead of kind of, going back and looking at some of our takes, we decided we kind of, do more futures predictions, just simply because we had the time, but we just really didn't want to go back and watch the old shows and find our old predictions. That just really wasn't sounding like a great use of our time. So we'll just kind of hit some of the things that have happened while we've been a show, and then kind of some future predictions, and kind of see where it takes us. So the biggest, or maybe the biggest, I don't know, one of the bigger ones that's happened while we've been filming is the resurgence of KU football.
Still bad.
Still not great, but
What?
still not great. But they have came a long way, and I want to say it's partially due to us.
Yeah.
As soon as we started filming, what'd they do? They started becoming a competent
They
football
got good.
program.
And they made a few bowl games,
They won one of them.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, we're 50%. So are you guys.
Fair.
Yeah, valid.
Yeah,
Okay.
You guys got smacked by Alabama, and then who'd you beat?
NC State. Better than
Pop-Tart
UNLV.
Bowl.
The Pop-Tart Bowl was tough. Yeah, we can talk about the Pop-Tart Bowl.
When I saw a giant mascot hop into a toaster.
I think he came out of the toaster.
Well, he went out the top, and then...
Did he go back in?
And then a real Pop-Tart came out the bottom,
Oh,
and he
okay.
just walked
Oh,
out of the
yeah.
toaster.
So when they introduced the logo or the mascot, he came out the top of the toaster, and then the winning team got to eat a giant Pop-Tart.
Yeah, came out
and then
the
he came
toaster.
out the bottom of the toaster.
So, what?
I think it might have just been me, but that looked more like an RV, not an RV, but like a camper than it did a toaster.
I just want to know who had the idea to put
Oh, it was a glorious idea.
No, it wasn't.
I think the Pop-Tart Bowl might be one of my favorite non-New York 6 bowl games.
I don't know if
Did
it
you
was
see-
a good bowl
Okay,
game.
so this is one thing we're not going to get to cover. Snoop Dogg has a bowl game now.
Does he actually?
Yeah, let me look it up right quick.
Snoop Dogg bowl game.
What are they going to do there?
Play a
Blunts.
game.
What's the
Yeah, Snoop Dogg Gin and Juice Bowl.
gin and juice bowl game?
Yeah, so there's that.
don't know if-
Another thing that we're not going to get to cover is they're making the official announcement on the college football game next week. So we literally missed it by a week, which that would have been kind of hype, but it is what it is. Moving on, we got the K-State won the Big 12 championship and then got waxed by Alabama.
Happens.
The vibes were high. That was snowball. I had to go shower during overtime, so that was fun. But did not take a very long shower. It was in and out. And then the Chiefs won back-to-back championships.
Per usual.
That was great. I think that's probably the best thing on this list.
Yeah, it's greatness. Mahomes'
greatness was sweet. And then the Nuggets won a championship.
No, Christian Brown won a championship.
Oh, fair.
Christian Brown.
Yeah, who's Jokic?
Yeah. Three-time MVP.
Fake MVP.
Do we want to get into that for
Fake
1 minute?
MVP.
Bro, he should not have won the MVP. It's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander
Shaq was
by a mile.
Shaq told him, "What's up?" Shea should have won it.
Same vibes as Kanye and Taylor. I've said that
Yeah, he literally
20
said,
times.
no disrespect, Jokic, but Shea won the MVP. I was like,
And
dang.
And I don't think Jokic cares, is the thing. He just doesn't care.
he just wants the season to be over so he can go back and ride his horses.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. It was either on the way over today or the way over yesterday. Or no, it had to have been today. If Jokic actually cared and trained, trained to the max, how good would he be?
I mean, he probably trains.
He does, but you said in the offseason, he goes home and he rides his horses.
He rides his
and,
chariots.
if he stayed here and did a Kobe level,
Okay,
Training?
No one's on Kobe level.
but you know what I'm saying, he'd be
Yeah.
very,
if he
very
did
good.
Kobe level training, he would not be.
There's a lot of guys that if they had
Fat.
Kobe level, like Zion, if he was actually training and lost weight, that guy would be a beast.
Okay, so let's kind of transition us right into our next question. So this is our first prediction question per se. So you got Kobe, who was the face of the league in the early 2000s. And then it kind of went to LeBron, and then it went to Curry. And I feel like for the last 4 years, we really haven't, since COVID really, we haven't had a face of the league. Like, yeah, it's Jokic, but nobody wants Jokic to be the face of the league. So from here on out, like for the next 6-7 years, who will be the face of the NBA? Will it be Tatum or Shea or Anthony Edwards,
There you go.
Wembanyama?
No,
I want it to be Anthony Edwards.
that's going to be Anthony Edwards.
Dude is an American-born
He's
bucket.
literally like, I swear he plays like he's just taken like 18 different things in his system. Like,
I love when I see the videos of them comparing him to like the mentality of Jordan and Kobe, and then they don't mention LeBron.
Well, yeah.
It's like we transitioned from MJ to Kobe to now Anthony Edwards. It's like there's definitely a gap in there where
I think you could probably say
LeBron doesn't
maybe
rule
you
the
gotta
NBA.
say Bron,
Yeah.
but at the same time,
like they compare him to Jordan and Kobe so much, but I think he plays more like Dwayne Wade. Like as a play style, I think he plays more like Dwayne Wade.
yeah.
And I think if he turns out to be a Dwayne Wade, that's perfectly fine. Dwayne Wade is a top.
I don't really see
Five
Dwayne
shooting
Wade
guard.
jumping out of the gym like that though.
He did when he was younger.
Early years.
D Wade, like when they won that first championship with him in track, he was jumping. But he didn't have to when he had LeBron and Bosh. So as the consensus, it's going to be Anthony Edwards.
It's
probably.
either Ant or Wemby. But
Yeah.
I don't think Wemby is. I mean, it's just kind of hard. I feel like to put a center as the
Face of the league. Like you don't.
You don't want a center.
Like that's
to be
why
the
we're saying Jokic isn't the
Yeah,
face.
because it's like who wants to sit there and watch Jokic highlights when you can see Ant throwing it down on guys?
like his.
Are you taking Kareem highlights or like MJ and Kobe highlights?
Yeah.
Because I'd rather
Fair.
watch MJ and Kobe.
don't wanna
Kareem
watch,
or
like, a couple
Tyler
sky
Hero.
hooks.
You don't want to just watch skyhooks all day. It's like, yeah, that's a
Like you
great
watch
shot,
a minute
but-
of that, yeah, sure, that's cool, that's chill.
But I'm
yeah.
not watch. I can probably watch 20 minutes of Kobe just yamming it or
Yeah,
hitting clutch
like, and
shots. Getting his finger put back into place.
At the end of the day, would you rather watch Travis Kelce highlights or prime Todd Gurley highlights? Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's kind of that same type beat.
Taylor Swift in the stands. Option C.
Option C. So that transitions us again perfectly into our next question.
Yeah, I got
Will
you.
the Chiefs be the first team in the NFL modern era to three-peat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If our wide receivers don't have a brick for a brain and like,
I mean, didn't they say we got the Texans in Berlin game 1?
yeah.
Is
That's
that-
our-
It's like
that's our
it's
very
like to
first
open the
game.
season. It's Chiefs Texans, and honestly, I'm kind of like it's kind of like this year. I think the Chiefs could lose game 1 of the year. Like
Yeah.
last year against the Lions, it's like they put us up against a team that
It's
hasn't
formidable.
been-
They're a good
they
team.
they haven't been good, but they're just now getting good.
And
it's kind of how the Lions were last year. It's like they weren't good the years before, but they were
They were
on
aight.
the on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
road
yeah.
to getting
Being
good.
We gotta lock up Diggs.
So yeah, now we got the
If
Texans
Rasheed-
who
oh,
just put in a bunch of work in the draft and
For
free
real.
agency.
Yeah. The Texans are really good. But
Should be at least.
they should be. On paper, they're, I'd say, in the top third. Not top, maybe
Of the
top.
AFC, they're top. They're top of the AFC. 'Cause, I mean, are they? Do you think they'll be better than the Bills this year?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they're kind of at the top now because all the AFC is kind of starting to go down a little bit.
Because
But then the
everybody's
lower teams are
aging.
coming
And,
up.
yeah. Well, my computer is tweaking and restarted, so let's keep talking about this for a minute while I re-sign in.
Do the Bengals make a resurgence this year?
I don't think so.
It's just, I don't know how
Do
they
they
fall
still-
off so quick.
Did they lose Joe Mixon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's with. Is he with?
Houston.
Is he with Houston now?
Yeah.
He was the one.
I just don't.
I'll say he was the one that went to Houston.
It's hard to be like by resurgence. I'm thinking successful in the playoffs, and it's hard to be successful in the
Well,
playoffs.
did they even make the playoffs last
They
year?
didn't.
Yeah.
They don't. They're Bengals.
Bengals.
No.
And you can't have a resurgence in the playoffs if you don't have a running back. If you don't have a run game, at least.
Yeah,
Like
right
Chiefs
now I don't
are-
think they have a running back. I think it's like Samaje Perine or something.
I don't think Shamaje's in Denver.
Yeah,
I think
he's
it's
not even on the
Chris
team.
Evans. I think Chris Evans is
Then,
their starting
yeah,
running back.
yeah, they need.
I remember
Hopefully
when
they,
Samaje-
unless they drafted one.
I remember when the two backups were Samaje Perine and Giovanni Bernard.
Oh, yeah.
that was a tough backfield.
So we go to
I
their
would
depth
start
chart
Giovanni.
here. We got Zach Moss, Chase Brown, Trevin Williams, and then Chris Evans.
Zach Moss isn't bad.
No, he's a good receiving back.
Yeah. I think
Good
it's
for the
someone they
Colts.
can use in there.
He was really good fantasy-wise for the Colts. All
He would average like 5 catches a game.
right, so then we did the Chiefs will three-peat. We all think they will.
Yeah.
I think they could.
will. I think they will. And then what does the rest of Mahomes' career look like? If he wins his third championship in a row, plus the other one against the Niners, what else does he have to prove?
Nothing.
I was about to say, if he wins this upcoming Super Bowl, I feel like there's nothing to prove. Like, he's literally proven it in his, 6 seasons.
Yeah, I think he'll
Like,
have
there's
7.
I
nothing-
mean, he already has really nothing to prove.
Yeah,
How
but
many-
is
is it
it? I
6?
think
How
it's.
long
I
has
think
he
it'll
been?
be 7 or 8 seasons. It'd be 4
I think this is
championships.
8 seasons.
So then it'd be 4 championships, 2 MVPs,
2 MVPs.
2.
and then
3 Super Bowl MVPs, or that'd be the 4th. if he
Yeah.
won this
Probably.
year.
that is an elite resume.
And
And
it's all right. I expect better.
I think after that, say for the sake of this conversation, they do win. I think he gets maybe 2 or 3 more championships, and then 2 or 3 more MVPs.
Does he get up to 7 though?
I think he very well could, because this will put him at 4.
Yeah.
I don't think he
know.
I don't think he three-peats again. I think that's near impossible.
The only thing that I'm scared to see is the days without Travis, and then what they do. Do they go after another tight end? Does Mahomes have that tight end option that's athletic enough to make plays like
clutch.
Kelsey?
Yeah.
Or do they stack heavy on
we
receivers?
saw some of that last year where Kelsey was very ineffective,
He was
and we
kinda
were still
hurt and-
able.
Well, he was also grabbing 2 defenders
That-
still
yeah,
at the same
yeah.
time, which helps the other guys still.
Yeah.
But
I think he'll be all right. I think I'm comparing him to LeBron in my mind, like as a thing. Like you look at LeBron in his early days, he carried that team. Not saying Mahomes did that, but this is more like LeBron in Miami. He's had stars around him, and I think after that, it's just going to be a different style of team. You know, it might be where we go and trade for 2 or 3 wideouts and just throw the ball 60 times a game,
And
just take shots.
and then is that when they really lock down Pacheco and say we'll have a run game now that we don't have Kelsey, and
Yeah.
we're locking up our run game. Like we're gonna make sure we keep this guy, even though we're losing Travis.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think there are always options, and you can't. There's not just one way to play football.
Because do you think Pacheco gets paid? Or
I think
Yeah.
I think he deserves to, and I think the Chiefs are the organization that will pay him because he was a 7th-round pick.
Yeah.
Like he is making 0 money. NFL, like straight from the NFL.
I just hope he doesn't
Is he
get
still on his
greedy and
rookie
ask
contract?
for. Yeah, he's on
I
his
don't think he will, because if you're a rookie in your first 3 years in the league, you three-peat.
Yeah.
I don't think you get greedy at all. I wouldn't.
Unless
I
he's
would
got a
hope he
big
doesn't.
ego. A lot of NFL players have.
I
huge
feel like he's
egos.
different.
But
though.
you- like, you look at
he's
these
Come
like
from like
bad.
Yeah.
So I feel
Yeah.
like his ego's like, I don't really feel like he would have an ego almost. Like
yeah,
he's
you
just trying to
remember what
make
happened with
just
the-
make by.
Shout out Chuck Chaney in the tweets.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't think he's that type of guy because everybody around him has taken discounts. Like
I feel like
Chris,
he's just
Chris
like-
Jones is pushing 30. Is he over 30?
He's
and he
31 now.
just got his true big payday because he was taking cuts for these guys.
I think he was 30 last year, so he's probably 31 now.
Yeah. So I think he'll take a discount, and I think he stays for another 4 or 5 years, and then that's when he'll, be at the end of his 5 or 6 year NFL prime as a running back, which is super sad.
Yeah. They just fall off.
Yeah, it's like Leonardo DiCaprio. But now our last thought out question is, what are KU and K-State's upcoming football season predictions?
For football, how many games do we play? Like, is it?
It's
10,
12,
12?
11 or 12.
I think.
It might actually be like a 12.
I don't know. Big 12's kind of up for a toss. It's a toss up this year.
I
feel
think
like.
it's
I saw some and it had Utah #1 rankings like preseason. I didn't realize they were like good.
yeah,
Utah's
Utah.
always good at football.
So it's a 12-game regular season. I think
I bet we 8-4.
8-4.
I
I
got
think
big hopes.
KU or
8-4.
I think the same
KU.
for KU.
8-4 or 7-5.
Okay, I think on the low end, K-State goes 8-4. We have some losable games, and then I think on the high end we could go. This is very high end. We go 10-1. I think we drop a game somewhere that we shouldn't. But I also think our schedule is not as brutal as it has been in the past because we don't have the Oklahoma and the Texas. I mean,
I
we
want both of
Do
them
they
because
still
we
play
beat
Utah?
them.
we don't play Utah. No.
So
So we don't
So
play.
even KU doesn't play them?
You might. Each schedule in the Big 12 is different. Everybody doesn't play everybody in them anymore. It used to be where everybody plays everybody in a given season. It's not like that anymore. There are too many teams. So you guys might play Utah.
What teams all joined the Big 12? I didn't even know
Utah,
Utah was in.
Arizona State, UCF joined last year.
Colorado.
Colorado.
Wait, Colorado's in the Big 12 now?
Yeah. We play Colorado like week 3.
Oh, that's the one we were talking about going to Boulder.
Yes, yeah. So
Did we end up going to Boulder?
I say we do.
That'd be
And then
fun
I say
game to
they
Dude wants to go to like.
I'm going to
Japan
Ireland.
or
I hope
something.
you guys know that. I'm going to
no.
Ireland. I've already got it booked out and stuff.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, I'm paying for it and everything. I'm going to Ireland
I'll
next
go
year.
to, I'd go to Boulder. I'd
Yeah,
drive up to Boulder.
I say we
with
go on a
you guys.
road trip to Boulder. I think we win that game pretty easily, but yeah.
It'd be a fun game to watch,
Oh,
though.
it'd be so fun.
I'm
and
gonna go
I-
take a flick with Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'd love to flick with you. But then
He
if
knows me.
K-State does end up going 11-1, we go to Big 12 championship. Are the 3 of us going to the Big 12 championship?
Where's it at?
It's just in Houston.
Houston. It's at
We
Dallas.
could stay
or-
with my
Just
uncle.
depends how much it costs.
for
Well, if we don't have to pay for housing, I got an uncle that lives down there. We can just
Yeah.
chill with him.
it's in Dallas Stadium.
So then, by the transit property, K-State's making the college football playoffs next year.
Absolutely not.
You mean absolutely not? The Big 12 championship automatically makes the
You have to win it first, and KU's gonna be in it. So
at 8-4.
I didn't realize. I thought we were gonna have to play like Houston and
Oh,
Arizona
no.
and Arizona
Houston
State.
is not good.
Or
Arizona
not
State's
Houston.
not good.
I meant Utah. I meant Utah.
Utah.
Arizona State's probably not great. Arizona's probably all right.
Arizona's solid. I think.
Utah's normally really good. They've been top 10 the past
Yeah, I
few
think
years.
you have 2 tiers of
The Utes.
contenders, and I think Utah's at the top.
Utah, KU, K-State.
It's Utah and
You
K-State.
forgot West Virginia in between there.
No,
I do think West Virginia is going to be competitive this year. I actually think West Virginia is solid. They started their freshman last year, and he was all right. And they were young all around. I do think West Virginia is going to surprise some people this
Is
year.
that why they won like 3 games?
Yeah, because it was young guys all around.
I'm taking Texas Tech.
I got
Texas
Cincinnati.
Tech will be solid too.
I got Cincinnati.
No.
Facts. I got
No,
UCF.
since Cincinnati lost Sauce and Desmond Ritter, they have not been anything.
What about UCF?
Hey, I look forward to their space uniforms every year. Got that. That's like hype for me. I think it's awesome, and they're going to be in the game this year.
Kobe
Oh,
Bryant owns UCF.
No KU
Who?
player owns anyone.
Kobe Bryant.
Corner
Look him
for-
up.
For
Yeah.
KU.
Look him up, bro.
All right, 15 years in a row, whatever. Well, yeah. So this is like it. We don't have anything left on here. Do you guys got any like bold predictions or anything that you want to make going into the
Matthew
sunset?
Stafford is tearing his Achilles this year. Anthony Edwards is tearing his ACL in Game 3 of the NBA playoffs, Round 2.
So is that
Wait,
tomorrow or the
that's
day
today.
after?
That's today.
No.
It's today.
Oh, that's today. Game
Yeah.
3's
They-
today.
they-
They have the two. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because they both, won in.
Sorry, Ant.
My fantasy football team's winning it all.
Cap,
Okay,
no.
That's not cap, bro.
okay.
Who's
I-
stopping Hurts, Purdy, Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb?
Anyone.
What?
I'm hearing a whole bunch of mid.
Yeah, whole
Dawson.
bunch of
Your team.
I wasn't the one that claimed on the last show that my team would win and win the championship.
It's all right. Dawson's team dropped 160 out of nowhere on me.
I won a game.
You averaged 115 points
His team
all
was like
year, bro.
averaging 120
That
points.
was like the first month, and then we picked it up.
This boy was averaging like 120, and then
And I had
first
like
round
a
of playoffs.
6-1 record.
I'm playing him first round of playoffs, and I'm like, oh, I'm good. I'm cooking him here. And then he drops like 180. It was like he had 3 players playing on like a Thursday. It was like
It was probably the Lions.
It was like
It was
this-
probably
it
the
was- it
Lions.
was like-
On the lines on your fantasy
it was like
team.
the
You had
Christmas.
like 4 of them.
It was like the Christmas game, and he had Laporta drop 30. Gibbs
Goff-
dropped 30,
and
and
then Goff
Goff
had another
dropped 30 or
25 or
something like
something
that.
like that, yeah.
It's like he had 90 points within the first 3 players, and I said,
Yeah,
well,
it is strategic.
I was like, first round exit for what?
Yeah, that Goff Laporta stack was actually insane.
It was so stupid.
For the value
Because like
that I
during
got
the
those
season,
pieces for,
during
it
the
was
season
insane.
they drop like 15, 20, and then he would he would win games like 120 to 110.
It's defense wins championships.
And then
Defense
then we
wins
got to the
championships.
playoffs, and they all started dropping 30 and 40. You know.
I made it to the championship. I don't remember who I lost to.
Chase.
Oh, Chase.
Yeah, you let the guy that joined our league last year win it in his first year.
I wasn't the one that made all the trades with him.
Yeah, that's
It was
your brother.
Right.
It was your
Your brother gave him.
Let's touch on that for a minute.
How bad Meyer
No,
is.
that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about if they try to remake the show.
Oh my gosh.
Because they're saying, oh, well, yeah, we're going to reboot your guys' show.
We can have
and
a
it's gonna be
cameo.
Like,
Cameo from Manhattan.
we want to zoom in. That would actually kind of be tough.
Zoom.
I told them they can't go by on the clock. They have to come up with a different name.
That's fair.
Because, like, we couldn't have been Are You Serious?
But yet it's still on the wall. What if we? We gotta put our logo on the wall.
We gotta do that.
Put our logo on the wall.
That's
Right
kind of a-
over. Are you serious?
That's kind of a tough logo.
Yeah,
It's the
Are You
Kobe-
Serious has had a tough
It's
logo.
the Kobe Campbell. Are you serious logo?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it was a good run though.
For them or for
For
us?
us.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, it was a solid run.
We're
I'm
in the
gonna,
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we got to sign the bricks still. Yeah, I'm gonna give my final take. Before I die, Kansas State University will win a national
Cap.
championship. Will win a national.
You and
championship.
Virginia
In
Tech
what
will.
sport? Like any sport or?
Well,
Crop judging.
if I say, I was gonna say, they already have. We've
No,
won like
they
28
don't.
crop
Judging
judging
is
in a
not
row.
as-
But like,
they are
I,
one of two teams in
You
the
and Virginia
country
Tech,
that has
brother.
never won a national.
I think
title.
we do it before Virginia Tech. I don't think Virginia Tech ever does it. Virginia Tech, like, what is
I'm
Virginia
thinking
Tech
you
good
don't
at?
ever do it either.
Like, I think our
Virginia Tech was really good at girls basketball, weren't they last year?
no
Didn't they make it to like the national championship in
Last
like
year?
women's?
No. It
No,
was,
they went to like the Final Four.
Or it
Though.
was
Like
like
they
the
were
final-
good.
yeah,
oh,
they're-
are
it was
you
like
talking about like
It
this
was like
last
3
year,
years
like, a
ago.
couple
The year
months
No,
before.
it was
ago?
like
Okay,
3
okay.
years
I have no
ago.
idea.
2-3 years
It was
ago.
like, yeah, because I remember we talked about it and we were saying like, if Virginia Tech makes it and wins it
So
all,
I think
K-State will be the last team.
I think Loki, our best shot is football or
basketball.
or women's basketball.
Maybe.
Like this year, I
Yeah,
think
you're
we
not
could be
beating
like
Georgia's and
Ioka's
Alabama's.
back for her 5th or 6th, 7th, 8th year. Don't know about that, but she's good. And I think we brought in a couple of transfers that like this
Heck
team
yeah.
should not fall off a lot.
Hey, now you don't have to worry about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, right. We don't have to worry about
Also,
Caitlin.
women's basketball this year. I guess they were saying like this draft was the equivalent to like the 03
Oh,
draft.
3, yeah.
And I mean, it does look like it. I mean, you saw some girls out there that could
Like
hoop.
the ballers. Yeah,
Hey,
I
but
think.
Paige Becker's back, bro.
Paige
lock in.
Beckers.
Where did she transfer to? Did she transfer again?
She's at UConn.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking of Haley Van Lith.
She went to
She's
TCU.
at TCU.
Wait, somebody from TCU that transferred.
Both the
Cavender
Cavender
twins.
twins are back
no,
at Miami.
no.
Oh, they went to Miami.
Both one that
One
like,
went to TCU for a year or something, and then decommitted and then went back.
but then the other one's joining her again back at Miami.
So
She-
basically, they're
she-
just taking a world tour.
Yeah, they just took a
Alright.
week off or a year off and called it good.
No, somebody that transferred to TCU for women's basketball like got there and was like not vibing with it and decommitted.
That's probably the Cavender twins.
No, like didn't play a game there. Like was there for like a month and then
I
said
don't
no.
know.
I have no idea.
But anyways, so yeah, what anything else? No. Scotty, no bold predictions for WSU or App State. Shout out App State one more time.
Wichita State's they're bouncing back this year. I think they'll be middle of the AAC.
Yeah.
You know, this year we kind of were
Is
at
that,
the bottom.
is that a JUCO division or is that a D1?
It's the American Athletics, where your daddy Houston of the Big 12. It's where they came from.
Okay.
So let's stop yapping.
Okay.
Where are they now? With us.
Beating
I mean,
you guys.
You should be happy that we took them from you.
Yeah. Gives
No.
you guys.
We wanted some competition. You guys didn't.
No,
You guys couldn't handle it.
That's why we moved to the AAC, because the Missouri Valley was so bad.
it's quite equivalent right now.
The Missouri Valley, I think Drake made the tournament this year. They're from there. But other than that, it's like Evansville,
Because they get the one automatic. bid.
Eastern Iowa. I don't even.
Eastern Michigan.
It's a bunch of stupid Missouri State. Like who
Yeah,
are?
they're tough. They're
And,
tough.
and this is that's the conference we ran through with Ron Baker and Fred, and we ran.
May
through that
they rest in
conference.
peace.
Yeah. Rip Fred.
Was Ron back here?
I mean, I think he sometimes is around here.
Oh, I thought he had
But-
like a business here. Like I thought he was done with basketball.
He's from.
overseas for a little bit.
He's
huh?
from-
Yeah, but I think I thought he got hurt.
Where's he
like,
from?
bad.
Is it Scott City? He's from Kansas. I mean, he's from this
Oh,
area.
shout out Scott City. That's
I
where
think it's-
softball's going next
I
week.
think that's where he's from. Is Scott City, and then Fran Camp I know is in Wichita. Sometimes his mom's a teacher.
Because he still plays for the Aftershock.
Yeah, he comes in and plays for them every year. He's like usually their main dude.
He's a bucket.
He is.
Yeah, Mass Street winning and all. And the TBT.
So he's so desperate for attention. He's talking about the TBT championship.
Bruh. Kendrick Lamar is winning the debate over Drake.
I'll
Fact.
second that. Not a big Drake guy.
The bars were there against Drake.
For real.
Except Drake kind of shot back with the north side. He's from the north side, and kind of that bar right there.
I didn't
if
see
you-
that part.
It's
Or is it in a new song? Or is it like a...
It was Drake coming back at Kendrick. I don't know. He was talking about Atlanta, from the north side of the A, and then kind of went on after that and kind of cooked.
Hey, Metro came up with a tough beat, though. BBO jersey's tough.
Metro booming.
Metro Boomin is hard. All right. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Last take, Avery Johnson's winning the Heisman. Thank you guys so much
Absolutely
for
not.
watching for the last 2 years. It's been a blast. Shout out to our super duper mediocre behind the scenes team and Kinsey and Terrence, Scooby and Shaggy. Shout out to all the second parts we've had. After we cut, we got KJ and Cole and all of them, and then we used to have Adam on there by himself.
Shout out
Adam
to
Tough.
Dubster.
Shout out to our closers, I guess. Is that one we want to call them, our closers?
Shout out to Dubster.
Dakota behind the scenes. Who was behind the scenes last year?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Shout out Jonathan, for real. He was
That boy
he was
graduated
clutch.
semester.
He was clutch.
He was a smart little cookie.
From Cali boy.
Yeah,
he's
Cali boy.
Oh, he
He's
is a
from
Cali boy.
He's a Cali boy.
He's a big
Cali,
surfer,
like
big
California,
surfer.
not Cowley. Like Cowley, Cali.
Not mock Cali.
Not more. Cali.
Cali.
Yeah. I think that's it.
All right, cool. Well, yeah, thanks for listening, and
Peace
the
out.
picks are in.
Woo pig.
On the clock.